My name is Josh Brennan. I do teach printmaking in the summer studios. This is my 4th year doing so I'm a little bit of a veteran. I've been in the thick of battle with these students in the trenches during their week-long intensives. It's been an exciting time. Here at Boston University, we have a very professional student-level workshop, so it's about the best it gets. The curriculum is set up where we start with woodblock. Some people can do linoleum, but I tend to start with woodblock. Wood is hard, it's got a grain, it's difficult to carve, and it's a challenge. So when these teachers, these students go back to lino cuts, they cut with greater efficiency, more proficiency, it's a lot easier. I actually compare it to learning to drive a school bus, and then you go back and you have your compact car. Everything's going to be a whole lot easier after you learn the more difficult techniques. My expectations for students are to be artists while they're here, and then in the back of their head, think about how can I bring this back to my specific setting where I am a teacher with my students. They know best what they're able to accomplish in their spaces, and I'm here as like a middleman to help them bridge that gap when they have those questions. I find that teachers are harder on themselves than I will ever be on them. So part of my job is to actually get them to realize the golden beauty that they have in front of them and move on from there. It's easy for them to beat themselves up because nothing's ever perfect the first time you do something new. So I'm there almost as a way for them to see, as guidance, to see the beauty that they have in front of them. I am extremely inspired by their progress, their inspiration, their follow-through, their overcoming strife and difficulty in these new techniques they're learning in a very short amount of time. So it's incredibly inspiring. I would recommend summer studios for a variety of reasons, but I think one of the most important reasons is to learn something that they haven't learned before, to really expand their knowledge base. A lot of the printmakers who come into the program have had very little experience printmaking, or they've taught themselves. It's a way to really get a good sense of a professional approach to what you're going to be exploring in a more compromised way in your classroom. So if you learn it in a really proficient manner in a professional setting, you're going to really learn the ins and outs of it. And printmaking is one of those difficult techniques that if you don't have someone to show you the easy way to do it, it can always be hard. So summer studios in general just frames the way of art making in a way where you can be a professional artist while you're working here and really explore your own work and then find ways of bringing it back to your classrooms with a high degree of elegance so that your students can learn it in a more accessible way.